Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm on my way right now to SEMA, and a lot of stuff has been changing. I can't really let you guys in on any plans that are supposed to be happening for next season. As of right now, the plan for next season is to get the E46 Santa Maria done. Keep pushing forward. I was kind of like thinking the other day about the prove them wrong stuff that I have on my Instagram. You see it and it kind of encourages you, or gets you in that, like, I don't know if it's a rebellious mindset or whatever type of mindset. I just kind of want to give you guys a little bit of background behind prove them wrong so that nobody's misinterpreting what's going on here. Obviously, prove them wrong has a dictionary definition behind what those words mean, but more so what it means and why, for myself, and why I'm saying it. Prove them wrong actually started out of some spite for my in-laws, actually. But it was kind of like this prove them wrong mentality, like whatever, you'll see kind of thing. So don't get me wrong, I love my in-laws. That's not what this is like. Man, this was like years ago that I put this up. And it's transformed over the years, and maybe it didn't really transform, but maybe I allowed certain people's opinions and ideas of me and who I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do to kind of dictate or push me in certain directions, whether it be mental or whether it be just, even physical, like in life and what I'm doing in my life. What it means to me is that I've always had these doubts of myself. I've always had fears of myself. I've always felt like maybe I wasn't gonna make it, and I still don't feel that I've made it. But I've always felt like maybe I can't do this driving thing. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe, all this stuff. And all these doubts, I like to call them demons. All these just demons in my head, these voices in my head. And it's really just myself and my lack of self-confidence, my lack of security. But proving them wrong was more so proving the demons and the voices in my head wrong. Proving myself wrong. Proving all those different things in my life wrong, that I can do it. And so I feel that I've accomplished that. I don't think that I've made it, don't get me wrong. I feel that I've accomplished proving myself wrong, proving my doubts wrong. I do believe I can drive, I do believe I can win, I did win, I did all these things and I've achieved all these things. And I've kind of got this confidence now that I know I can do it. I've done it before, I can do it again. That's kind of the meaning behind what Prove Them Wrong was for me, and the encouragement that gave me, and the confidence that gave me. And so I want to say it was like a season, because it wasn't a phase. Phases are different. Seasons are something you learn. Like you're in a time and period that you're gonna go through, but you're gonna learn something. Phase is more of like an interest thing for me. Like, oh, I like this, and it's just a phase. Whereas seasons are like actual life seasons. You go through things during seasons. So for us, the season is completely, or for myself, I should say, the season has completely shifted. It's definitely winter right now. It's not summer anymore, which is fine. Now I'm not so much worried that I couldn't achieve what I want to achieve, that I can't achieve, rather, what I want to achieve. Because I know I can do it. Now more so, it's more of facing the giants for me. Which Facing the Giants was like an old Christian movie about football, and it was actually one of my favorite movies for a really long time, until I watched Hot Rod, which is super funny. The movie has a bunch of messages in it and all this stuff, but and I had it up before on one of my cars a long time ago, for those of you who remember my E30, which I don't even think I had Instagram when I had an E30. I don't think it was even a thing yet. Anyways, I had an E30 and I had Facing the Giants on the windshield, and kind of I've always had these like sayings or these phrases or these little things that were like encouragement to me, which is kind of weird. It's kind of like a girl who writes things on her mirror to like remind herself or whatever. That's kind of what these are for me. They're kind of like my constant reminders of like, hey, you got this, you're good, whatever, the self-encouragement. And I'm not saying like I'm just this insecure person, but I have doubts in myself. And I doubt myself, I doubt my abilities, I doubt often. I don't know that you're ever going to get to a point in life where you're not going to have some type of doubt in yourself. Like you're confident that you can do it, but like, yeah, you never know kind of thing. Like I could make a mistake, I could do this, I could accidentally, whatever. You could lose a job, you could, get this, get involved in that, get involved in this. There's these things that could happen. Pretty much what I'm saying is that we're moving from the prove them wrong mentality, because I doubts, to these demons and these voices in my head wrong. And now it's time to go and face the Giants. And by Giants, what I want to elaborate on is that going into Pro 2 isn't going to be easy. There's a lot more financial burden that's going to be, put on us with traveling, team expenses, all kinds of stuff like that. There's the building the new car and getting the new car done. There's still a bunch of budget that needs to be put into that, and time. And, I got all the guys, we're all working on it, but it's like, there's still a bunch of stuff to be done, and that's kind of one of the giants. And then you have the budget for the season, that's another giant. And then you have finding tires because there's only a couple of tires you're allowed to run in Pro 2. That's another giant. There's these financial aspects, and then don't forget that on top of paying for all that stuff, I also still have to be able to take care of myself and my bills, and I have, we have dental bills, and we have whatever, insurance and registration and rent, and we have all these other things that are still going on. And so there's all these odds. The Giants are the odds. The odds are stacked against us going into Pro 2. And even with our competitors, it's not like Pro-Am where we're going against all the local guys, When you go into Pro 2, you're going against, it's me, Nick, Jason, Chris Jones, but it's those four people. The entire field is that good of a driver. It's all those good drivers. It's all the champions from all over the world, from all over the U.S. It's all of the top 3 finishers from all over the U.S. They're not running a good program. They don't have slow cars. These are going to be really good drivers that I have to go against, and I don't think that I can't beat them. I know I can beat them. I know I can beat anybody in the world. I have that confidence in myself, but there is the doubt of something could go wrong. I could not do good. There's all these giants, and so now I feel like I'm moving into the facing the giants phase. For those of you who don't know that I'm a Christian, I am a Christian, but one of the things that I do always have is the provision of the Lord and the favor of God. I feel like I have those things in my life. Kanye kind of opened my eyes to this, but God does show off, and blessing his kids, and I feel like I've had these blessings and I've had these favors, and I know I can face the giants. I know the Lord's got me. I know He's got my back. It's such an interesting time. It's such an interesting season, really, in my life right now, to be probably more reliant on God and His favor than any other time in my life. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, don't be bringing God into racing and blah, blah, blah. Well, the truth is God's in my life, and this is my life, and you're watching my life, and if you don't like it, you can go watch somebody else's YouTube channel or somebody else's video. I don't really care. I'm not trying to force God onto anybody, so just calm down, buddy. God's in my life. He's shown me favor, and we're going to be going up and facing the Giants. And I'm excited to see what this season brings, but you're probably not going to see the prove them wrong on the Instagram anymore. It's more than likely going to change to facing the Giants. But what I do want to eventually do is, for those of you who are still having those doubts and all that stuff, I would like to make a sweater that has the prove them wrong set up on it. So maybe there's a hold fast / prove them wrong kind of thing that comes out. And the idea of you still having that saying around is to still encourage yourself. The self-doubt that you have and all the voices and the demons in your head that are coming after you and telling you you're not good enough, and all the things that you put on yourself. Because prove them wrong isn't for anybody else. It has nothing to do, it started off with some malice and stuff, but that's not where it's at. Prove them wrong has definitely turned into me proving to myself, proving them wrong. All the things in my head, proving all of them wrong. I couldn't care less if somebody thought I was a good driver. I couldn't care less if somebody thought I won or didn't win. I don't care what you think as far as that aspect. I care more about what you think about my character. I don't care about it what you think about my abilities in driving. The prove them wrong was never for anybody. Prove them wrong was never for proving a hater wrong or proving this person wrong or proving that wrong. It's got nothing to do with that. If that's what it means for you, that's cool. Things have changed pretty drastically. I'll let you guys in a little bit more on all that stuff as we go a little bit more into these videos. But you can probably expect to see a little bit more YouTube activity from us just because I have a lot more time on my hands. That's what's going on. That's what Prove Them Wrong came from, and now we're moving into facing the Giants. And we got a lot of Giants to face, but I don't think that there's nothing we can't do. I think the Lord's got our back, and people ask me all the time, why do I keep going into drifting? Why do I keep moving forward? Why do I continue to chase this dream? And the simple answer is that every time I've gotten into a point where I needed something provided for me, the Lord has come through and opened the door. If God continues to open doors for me to drive, then I'm going to keep driving. I don't know what His plan is with this whole thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. I know there's the obvious, like Great Commission stuff. For those of you Christians, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, check it out, the Great Commission. But I feel like there's something bigger that the Lord has than me just being a good driver, or me just competing, or me just, you know, whatever, having somewhat of a name and stuff on social media and all these things. And so I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and I'm excited to start facing the Giants. I definitely have a little bit of fear, but I just don't like. Who is it? It's J. Cole who says, it's funny because J. Cole's like, you think J. Cole and you don't think like God. You don't think Christianity. J. Cole says, I realize my fear lies in my lack of awareness on the other side. And he's understanding now at this point that he's only afraid because he's forgetting who God is. At least that's what I'm interpreting this, because that's what it sounds like he's saying. I could be completely wrong. He could be talking about something else. What it sounds to me like is that he's realizing that he's only afraid because he forgot that God has his back. So we'll see exactly like what happens with that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried, but it's only because I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to be doing with the Lord. But when I look back on how far I've come, and I think it's funny, it's weird that I know so many like hip-hop references, but Outkast talks about in Get Up, Get Out, the song Get Up, Get Out, Get Something. He says like, I know the Lord didn't bring me this far so he could drop me off here. Which is weird, but like these things are encouraging. It's pretty cool. It's weird. I'm excited to go face the Giants, but we'll see what happens. I wanted to give you guys the origin on Prove Them Wrong and let you know kind of where that stems from. That it's not gone, but it's been accomplished. So we're gonna move forward and see what's up. Yeah, anyways, long drives makes you think. Alright, see you around.